Out of California, St. John Paul II out of Alabama, Centaurs from Connecticut, famously known for their centaurs. Menlo Atherton from California, SoCal Wildcats out of California, Marblehead TC from Massachusetts, and Queen Creek Lightning from Arizona. A very full field, but once again expect this one to string out quickly, and already out to the front, our leader. He said, I don't want to have to deal with any of the traffic back there. They go quickly out to the front. I think there's an advantage to that. We talk about the order in any relay, whether it's the 4x1, 4x4, or the less often run 4x2. But on these longer distance races, when you're not starting in your lane, I think there's something from the mental side deciding who you want to put out in front on that first leg. Perhaps you put your front runner out there, a quick starter, maybe even a more physical athlete that isn't intimidated by the bumping and grinding that can happen sometimes at a busy waterfall start like that. But as we come around, you can see it's an honest pace already beginning to string things out. The emerging elite record here, 9:15.54 from 2018 from the Riverdale squad. Movement behind, but no question about our leader through one lap of this one, 68 seconds or so on the first go-around. Marblehead from Massachusetts. She went out to the lead very quickly. FTC out of California, though, now starting to chomp into that lead. I still think it was a good strategy. If she can hang on out in front, Marblehead. She made it an honest pace, strung things out a bit as well. Marblehead is set to lead with Monroe. Chapman now making inroads for FTC. As I like to say, 4 races in 1. FTC now making the move. Coming up on the final 100 meters of this first leg, it will be FTC. Allison Chapman, long strides, bringing them home. She ran 2:18 in the open 800 meters, this senior did. And has a 2:15 best here in this relay. She will hand off first and go sub 2:20, 2:19 for FTC. Now Menlo Atherton makes it a California current 1-2, but Bear Creek, Nordonia, Great Oak, everybody still battling it out behind. We continue on with FTC leading the way. And as I've said, multiple events going on. We love to see these field events. Jaden Kimball sits in third in this girls discus throw championship. Round number 3. It's going to be a foul for Kimball. And it'll bring up Layla Jones out of North Carolina. Remember, we have 3 flights total, so we'll keep an eye on that discus. But a new leader once again now in this 4x8 as Great Oak. A great squad from down there in California. Great Oak with the lead. We've seen a number of back and forth. We've seen some moves and lead changes. For Great Oak, this is scheduled to be Fields. Aaron Briggs, you can see, leading the way currently in the girls' discus competition. 46.79, 153.6, her best. That came in round number 1. Another fair throw for Briggs out of Nebraska. But Isabella Fields for Great Oak, coming back from the DMR earlier in the meet, the sophomore. She's got a 2:29 personal best here. Over the open 800. But as we hand off now for the second time, Menlo Atherton has made their move. Great Oak still running well. They sit in second. Queen Creek Lightning now trying to push a bit as we keep an eye on this high jump as well. Chase Hunter, 2:05. Menlo Atherton, though, leading the way on the track in this 4x8. So we're still jumping at 2:05. Few athletes clear here at 6'8 3/4. Make it one more. Jordan Randall out of Indiana. 2:05 on his second time of asking. This his opening height. And we still have yet to see the entrance of Maddox Krotzer. Michael Lockett looking for a clearance here on his second bar as well. We also await the entrance of Julian Brown from Myrtle Beach. The junior has gone 7'4 1/4 this year. 224. Incredible jumping. But incredible racing on the track as well. This 4x8 continues. So Julian Brown with a first attempt miss. And as I said, we'll see Maddox Krotzer join the fray at the next bar. 6'10 3/4, 2 meters 10. But still jumping at 2:05, 6'8 3/4 as Julian Brown will look for a clearance here on his second attempt. Menlo Atherton, FTC, Marblehead TC, and Simpson TC. 9:45 the time to beat from section number 1. There's a clearance for Julian Brown, finding his stride now. Plenty of jumping left, certainly, for that young man. He has been an absolute delight to watch this year. Anytime, well, really over that 7-foot barrier in high school, but when you're up and over 220, 7'2 or so, very, very rarefied air. Look at this final kick for the penultimate leg now in this 4x8. FTC has clawed their way back into the lead after a 2:33 leg. They go 2:26 with Queen Creek Lightning running second. FTC being pressed a bit. They've got maybe 8 meters on the pack or so. Lanie Hempel on the carry for them. You see the wide shot there. She went 2:10 in her 800 meters earlier. So the 2:10 runner, she's improved mightily over the last few years. A 2:15 high a year ago, 2:10.36 just yesterday in the Open 800. The senior running very confidently here. Well, you can see at the bell, the lead is 15 meters or so. We'll focus in on the track. As the battle continues to unwind, it's a battle for second, but can anybody close this gap on our leader? FTC leading the way. Lanie Hempel scheduled to be on the carry here. She continues to pour it on. For FTC, it's about a 25 meter lead. Now you can see no one has been able to reel in Lanie Hempel. And into the home stretch, FTC. They will be well under that 9:45. Will that end up as a top 8 time, though, is the question for the squad from section number 1. No question about our winner here. They went 2:19, 2:33, 2:26. And to close things out, 2:11 from Lanie Hempel. No one was going to catch her there. Good final leg from Queen Creek Lightning as well at 2:15 as Simpson TC moves up running 2:13.89 on the final leg. For third, 9:31.838 for FTC TC out of California to take the victory. Pleasanton, California squad confirmation of those results there in section number 2. FTC out of California.